Hey folks, this is Iowather, and we're back playing some more World of Tanks. So here we got Sinister Grim in the epic paint job of a ARL 44. This is one of my favorite tanks in the French line. I was so sad when I had to sell this thing. One of the best tier 6s out there, and it's highly underestimated. People think this thing is just made of paper and has, I don't know what they think, but it's a really epic tank. As long as you continue to put your front towards the enemy, you are nearly invincible in your own tier. However, this is not his own tier. This is... crap, I forgot what battle is. Ensk, there we go. This is Ensk in a tier 8 game. So he is definitely bottom tier, and he cannot show his flank to anyone, otherwise he will be massacred. The side armor on this thing is about 30. The frontal armor is, I want to say 190, and it's sloped at about a 30-degree angle, so he has over 200 frontal armor effectively. A really, really great frontal armor. And if he angles it like this before he comes around the corner, then he's next to invincible. One of the other great things I love about this tank, I was hoping you could make that shot, is the way your tracks stick out, but they don't take any damage when they get shot off. So you can stick your tracks around a corner, bait something into like a KV2. No, it doesn't work so well with a KV2. Bait something with a really long reload into firing at your tracks, and then either repair them or if ally will just walk around the corner and murder them. It's a really great way to deal serious damage in this tank. Oh, this poor T-34. T-34 is a great example of that. If he had shot at Sinister's tracks, Sinister could have repaired the damage by just sitting there and waiting, and then walked around that corner, shot him, pulled back before the T-34 could reload, and then just rinse and repeat that as many times as he needs to. Now currently he's just playing the role of support because he's in such a high tier game. He doesn't really want to get out there and mix it up with the enemy team until he can whittle down enough of them that he's not going to get murdered. Now, where was that bounce? Oh, that was actually off his side armor. Wow, that was a really lucky bounce then. That must have been just an auto bounce angle. Oh, this poor T-71 had no idea what was waiting for him as he rounded that corner. This KV4 is in trouble, but we don't mind. He's not on our team. And here we go. Now, Sinister's just going to start to clean up the enemy team. T-28 prototype, if he gets a clean shot into his front armor, can penetrate. But Sinister's playing this really, really smart, and he's doing some trying to back up to get some side scraping in. An angle so the T-28 cannot hit him in return. Yeah, that's not a destructible building there, Sinister. I know, it looks like it should be. Great shot to track the T-28. Means he has used his repair kit. He comes around that corner and gets absolutely dominated by Sinister's team. Now there's only a couple guys left. We know Tiger 1 made a sprint up the railway tracks, so somebody's going to have to go track him down. And there's a T-43 around here somewhere, probably out in the field. So it's probably a good idea just to collapse on the cap and force the victory this way, as there's no point in trying to chase down a T-43 in an ARL, especially when the rest of your team has them well and firmly in hand. That was a good game. Thank you so much for saying this in, Sinister. Great to watch you play. Yes, we see you're happy. Sadly, no stat screen, as for some reason upon loading this up to replays it glitched, and so there's no stat screen. Sorry guys. So here's a couple of epic screenshots I took Well, I talk about some of the great things Sinister did during that game. Now, because he was low tier, he was never going to be truly aggressive and up there killing everything in sight. However, he did pop out and take really good advantage of that T-34 and the T-71 and even the KV-4. When they weren't looking or they were distracted, he came in and he did serious damage to them. He should have got spotting damage off the T-28 prototype because he did track it and let his team kill it. The fact that it wasn't actually tracked when it died shouldn't matter, but it does to the game. Now, that was a really great play. Something that you don't see a whole lot of. Because he tracked it, that let his whole team focus on it. Everybody had their guns ready and aimed in when that T-28 prototype came around that corner. He didn't live long enough to even take a shot, never mind figure out who the heck he was going to shoot at. One of the other really great plays was that T-34 did harass it quite a bit. Every time it wasn't looking at him, he popped out, he did damage. He let it fire, he popped out, he killed it. That was really spectacular. Thank you so much for this awesome gameplay, Sinister. Thank you for showing us how you can be really effective when you're bottom tier. May not carry a game, but he definitely helped his team stomp because of what he did. Thank you so much, Sinister, for sending this in. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Hit that like or subscribe button. I will see you guys next time. This IOE Threat.